Good morning, Coffee Klatschies. It is, I think, Tuesday, December 29th. I am so glad you're along here for a special edition of Coffee Klatsch. Usually I take Tuesdays off, but yesterday, that's the beauty of being self-employed here, is I took yesterday off. Rob decided that we girls needed to go out for breakfast with him. So he took us out for breakfast, Ella and I, and we had a really nice morning. And so this morning I'm popping in with leftovers. I don't know if any of you have any leftovers left over from Christmas. I've got meatloaf in the fridge. I've got leftover steaks from when we did steaks on the grill. What else? I got a ton of leftovers. So today is going to be leftovers. I'm going to show you the card that I designed for our customer tutorial, the free tutorial that comes out when you place an order in January, $40 order in January. I'll show you my submission, and then I'll show you my leftovers. So let's get that flipped around and we'll finish up our coffee klatsch this morning. I've had ample coffee, but I don't know that it's really been working. I think I need another dose. So, okay. Good morning. We got Debbie and Tammy and Joan, Ruby. See lots of you guys. Jennifer, good morning. Mardell, Jackie, Tracy. Oh, so good to have all you guys here this morning. So, leftovers. This is the card that I designed. I'm using lots of heart. So when you place an order in January, if it's a $40 order, I will send you a free tutorial with 4 fabulous cards. So this is my card submission. This is what I whipped up yesterday. Was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I'll show you these. I'm still getting love getting Christmas cards, and have several of them in the house that I forgot to bring out. But we'll continue that all week. So. That being said, lots of heart. This is mine. I use the vellum doilies, and it's just kind of a cute and flirty flamingo, flirty Valentine's card, or just even a card that you could send to anybody here in winter. So I had, a lot of times when I sit and play, I kind of, I have odds and ends everywhere of, things that you have, like, look at this is remember I was telling you about the box the other day that I did? So I have all of these odds and ends from just different cards that when I start working, what do you do with them? It would be like sacrilegious to throw them out. So this was what was left on my desk. Most of it was what was left on my desk after I finished up this card. And again, sometimes the elements just don't speak to you. So I went ahead and figured out I am going to use these up today in a leftovers. And if anybody has any great ideas on how to use that leftover steak that's in my refrigerator, I would be much obliged. I can figure out how to use the meatloaf. I'm just not so sure what to do with that steak. So it was very good the first time around, but you don't want to necessarily rinse and repeat. So I had originally put this on black cardstock as a base. Again, it was really cute, but I needed the flirty flamingo to kind of pop my my brushes. So I used our new, what's the name of this one? Painted? Something like that. Painted 3D folder. So I used that, and I'm going to use, and again, I tried it on this color first. So I am going to layer that. Oh, before you do that, I don't want to do that quite yet. I do want to do that. All right. So this was a piece that was left over that was on my desk from a while ago as well. And I can't remember what card I did. I think I used that for a card recently. This was leftovers. I designed. Yeah, I don't know where that one went. But anyways, it was a card that went like this. And maybe it was a one of the paper pumpkins. But let's go ahead and make this kind of a fun fold. And we're going to cut this at 4 1/4 instead of 5 1/2. So I am going to, I should have made it just a little bit longer, but actually let's do this. Leftovers, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, but we're going to go like this, and I'm going to add that to my layer. Make sure that sticks, and then we're just going to cut this off. at 4 inches instead of 4 1/4. All right, so now what we have is a sweet little fun fold, okay? I'm even using up leftover snail so that I can move on to seal. All right, so that is the base of our card, and again, we can go ahead and put this in the inside here, and that will be a, you know, fun little piece. I want that just a smidge smaller. Okay, and we can stick that in there. So kind of fun. All right, so when I was designing this, I had cut one of these. This is with the dies that coordinate with the lots of hearts. Kind of fun. It's a sweet little outline heart. And I had stamped this on Flirty Flamingo, and my original plan was to use the outline die. But then I forgot that I needed to use the square vellum doilies, and so had to go ahead and add that to it. Well, then that just seemed a little busy on this card, so I cut it, just thinking, well, maybe if I just use a schnibble of it. And that got too big. So I was left with this piece here, and I didn't know what to do with it. So let's go ahead and add that to my new leftover card. And again, I had this piece too. I was thinking of maybe adding this right here, but again, it got a little too busy. I wanted to keep it somewhat simple. So let's add, and again, this would be a great, this would be a great one to use the adhesive with. Okay, so we're just going to add that right about here, just as a little. I have leftover a doily that I was working with too. It's not a full one. These square doilies are pretty fun. But I'm going to add that right here. And then we're going to add this right here like that. Kind of cute, hey? All right. So lots of lace, a lot of scallops. Thought it was looking kind of cute. All right, so then I have a piece of the designer paper. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Can't remember the name of it right at the moment, but I had cut it too small and I flagged both ends. I decided at the last minute I didn't like that, and so I pulled it off and redid it. So I have this leftover piece of designer paper, and this one we are going to use on here because what it's going to be is a little perch for our lovebirds. So this one has a sweet little bird die, and I went ahead and die cut little white birds. I didn't use the birds yesterday, so this is a new element. So we've got that. We're going to add a little, add its wing. Isn't that cute? So stinking cute. All right, so I have another one. I die cut two because they're lovebirds. But remember, I want them to be facing each other, so all I have to do is flip it over and use the mirror image. And then this one we're going to set down just a smidge. And add her wing, or probably her wing. And again, I used the mirror image of it so that it would be really cute. I have another little heart. This was laying around. I don't know if I want to use that or not, but again, it seems a little bit overkill. So maybe I will just, I don't know, leave it. I think it's better without. All right, so I have some red cardstock. This one does have a really nice couple of really nice small outlines, hearts, as well as a single heart someplace here. I gotta find that. But I decided, oh, here it is. I wanted a smaller, more dainty heart. So I was either going to pull out my dog punch and add a cute little heart there, or better yet, I have these new resin heart embellishments, and I think just a little pop of red, even though we're working with pink, sometimes it's kind of hard to get your head wrapped around using red and pink together, but it works. I thought I would just do a cute little resin heart right there in the center. Isn't that stinking cute? make it straight. Let's make it straight. Or you could even do a couple of them, you know, little hearts going up. That would be cute too. All right, last but not least, we need a saying for the outside. The piece that I cut off, let's go ahead and make that our saying. There we go. And let's use the tuxedo black, and let's do Sent with Lots of Heart. I think that would be cute. Or what was the one that I already have out? Oh, how about just a little note? Because then it wouldn't necessarily have to be a Valentine's card. It could be just about anything. And I could even made this a little narrower, but cuteness. And I don't have my triple banner punch here. Oh, here it is. I got my banners Pick-a-Punch, and let's go ahead and flag this one. Get that all the way. Oop. And flag this one. If you don't have this punch, I would recommend